Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video. Welcome to a brand new series called FIFA Predicts. Not the best title, but I've never really been that creative with this kind of stuff. So what is FIFA Predicts? Let me explain. Back in May, I did a FIFA predicted Champions League, Europa League and Europa Conference League final, where I let FIFA play out the final, and whatever the scoreline was FIFA's prediction. We're going to be doing that with the Premier League. Now, of course, this is episode 1, so this is going to be game week 1. We're going to do it for all, I forgot how many games there were, 38 weeks. I've actually forgotten how many games there were. So let me explain what this is going to be. I'm going to take every team every game from game week 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way up to 38, put them in a one-off game in a tournament, because that's the only way I can do this, and sim the game. And whatever the scoreline is, would be FIFA's prediction. FIFA predicts FIFA's prediction. So to make it more interesting, there will be a point system. So if FIFA predicts the correct winning team, they will get half a point. If they predict the correct goal difference, so for example, let's say FIFA predicts it to be a 2-1 win to Manchester United, and it ends up being a 3-1 win to Manchester United, that is a 1 goal difference. That will be half a point. Now, if they predict the right scoreline and the right winning team, so the perfect prediction, that's 2 points. We will then tally up the points for that total week and then compare them with every other week. So then we get to see what was FIFA's best scoring week. Does it make sense? Hopefully it does. I've tried to simple it down. It's really not that hard. Once you get to watch it, you get to understand how it works out. It is pretty easy. Actually, this is like my 15th take here to try and explain everything, so hopefully it does make sense. Let's just jump into the first game. So here is the first game, Manchester City versus Burnley. It's kind of obvious who's going to win this game, Manchester City. But as you can see, I've updated the teams from the start of the transfer window to today, which is the 9th of August. So if there are any transfers between now and Friday, I apologise, but what do you want me to do? I'll add them in for next week. My phone keeps going off, I keep forgetting to fucking mute it. Anyway, I've also tried to add some of the new players into the team and tried to make the teams as strong as I can, putting the highest rated players in the team. But yeah, I've also done it as this is a knockout game. By the way, I've done for the tournament, I've done a knockout game, one-off, as I said at the intro. So if it ends 1-1 and Manchester City win on pens, I'll only do a prediction as a 1-1, so a draw. Understand? Good. Let's get into the opening game of the 2023-24 Premier League season. Oh, okay then. Quite closer than I thought, to be honest. I thought personally it was going to be like a 3-0 win to Man City, but a 2-1 is not bad. Bit close, and of course it's like the first game in it, so I don't expect Man City to come out flying, but yeah, okay. Burnley could be happy with that. They got a goal against Man City, so let me add this to my Google Docs. That's right, I'm doing this on Google Docs. 2-1 Man City. Okay, then. So that's 2-1 Man City, a 1 goal difference. Could be a couple of points to get here. So anyway, that's it. That is the first game. Man City win the first game. As per usual, we all know Man City are going to win the first game. Let's jump in to the next one. So game 2, personally, another one where I think it's going to be a pretty obvious winner here. I've tried to make the Nottingham Forest team as strong as I can, but Arsenal are just still much better. A little prediction from me, I'll go 2-0 Arsenal. Let's see. Going in. Oh, okay then. I was wrong again. Not as easy for the big team. What a game. 3-2. So the bigger team won, but it wasn't as comfortable as expected. Again, let me write this down. You know what? I don't think we'll be seeing a perfect prediction here. What a game though. 3-2. Alright, let's jump into the next one. Okay, a much closer game here. A West Ham team without Rice, but with Maguire. That's right, I just saw before I started recording these videos, I saw that Manchester United and West Ham have agreed a deal for Maguire. It's not official, but let's hope it goes through. Okay, alright, so West Ham vs Bournemouth. Okay then FIFA, another 3-2. A bit ambitious, having 2 high scoring games, but I'm all for it. 3-2, man. West Ham. Okay then. So, Luton Town versus Brighton. I think Luton are going to struggle this season. Obviously, they're the 2023 version of Blackpool when they were in the Premier League. A team that just doesn't have the facilities or the players to be in the Premier League, but everyone wants them to win every game. Every game, they're the underdogs, and everyone loves an underdog story, don't they? And they are first up against a team that always overachieves in Brighton. So yeah, I think it's obvious who's going to win this, but let's just see anyway. Maybe there could be a surprise. No surprise. No surprise. The obvious win for Brighton. Personally, I was expecting a little higher, maybe a 2-0 win, but at least this is a game where we might actually get some big points scored, because it's not a 3-2 win, 1-0 win, but well back to school. Anyway, Luton lose. Next game. Okay, not much to say about this one. Everton versus Fulham. Let's see who wins. Yep, cool. I'm sorry, but unless you're a fan of these teams, there is literally nothing to say here. Well done, Fulham. 2-1. Points, probably. I don't know. Fuck it, let's get into the next one. Oh, Jesus. This game ain't much better either. Sheffield United versus Crystal Palace. So far, none of the promoted teams have won. So let's see if Sheffield United can break that. Another 3-2. Oh wait, actually, that says extra time. That means they ended in a draw. Okay, let me see. I'll check. Okay, so I checked. It ended 2-2. So we have our first draw of the series. Sheffield United 2. Ooh, okay then. Finally a good match. Chelsea versus Liverpool. A big blockbuster on the first week. I don't know about you lot, but I am not complaining about that. Okay, looking at the squads, of course I don't have the ratings for the Liverpool squad, but looking at the actual players, it looks like Liverpool do have the strongest squad. But of course, I mean, this is FIFA after all. It could be 7-0 Chelsea, or it could be 6-3 Liverpool. 6-3 Liverpool. I'm not complaining if it's that high scoring game. But yeah, anyway, let's see who is going to win this one. Okay, so Liverpool have beaten Chelsea 2-1. Close game it seems. So for our first big game of the season, Liverpool take the first point against Chelsea. Alright then, I get a bit of a sore throat, so I need a drink. So 3 games left. Let's see the next one. Okay, so another big game, of course not as big as Chelsea versus Liverpool, but still quite an important game in the long run. Newcastle versus Aston Villa, 2 clubs who people think are going to finish in the top 6 or even higher. Personally, I don't think they're going to have that good of a season, but who knows. Anyway, let's see who's going to win, who's going to get their first season off with a good... I fucked it up, but let's just see who's going to win this game. Okay, so a good debut for Tonali as Newcastle get the win. I'd say that this is a pretty good prediction. Some good points here. I think it's going to be a close one though, probably 1 goal splitting the 2. Newcastle to win. It is hard to predict who's going to win this because these 2 both look so close in comparison. But we'll have to wait and see next week. Alright, the last game. Second to last game. Okay, second to last game. Brentford versus Spurs. Now, I'm not 100% sure how Brentford are going to line up with, of course, Ivan Toney being banned for 6 months, so they don't have a striker. This is how I would have put the team together, with Kevin Schade playing as the striker. He can play striker, and I think last season he did play a couple of games here and there as the number 9. But of course, it could be different on Saturday. Mbermo could be playing striker, or they could even have a different formation. We'll have to wait and see. Now with Spurs, it's a little different. I've changed the formation around to fit Maddison into the team. I put him in the cam. I know he can play on the right wing. I think in FIFA he's actually a right mid, but I'm going to put him as the cam. And of course, with the rumours, this could be Kane's last game, because as I'm recording this, Bayern Munich have reached an agreement with Daniel Levy for, I think it's like 100 million. So this could be Kane's last game. A place is about to come. So let's see if he scores. Okay, yep, he scores. I brace for Kane in the opening week and maybe his last game. I don't know. It could take weeks for the move to happen, and he might not want to move. He should move to Manchester United, not Bayern. But anyway, that's 9 games, I'm pretty sure now, and we've got one final game of game week 1. Manchester United versus Wolves. Here we are then, the 10th and final game of the season. We've left the best till last. My team, Manchester United, hosting the troubled Wolves. That's right, Wolves are having a bit of trouble off the pitch. Financial situation and COVID, I think it is. I can't exactly remember what it is, but Julian Lopetegui has left. Gary O'Neill has replaced him. Let's see if that makes any difference. Come on, please, let my Manchester United. We've got all the players in. Rasmus Højlund. Let's see if we can start this season off with a win. Come on, United. Come on, United. And we do. Debut goal for Rasmus Højlund. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. I'm not even going to try. I'll take a 2-1 win. At least it's a win, unlike last season. PTSD. Anyway, red card for Wan-Bissaka. Kind of annoying, but we got backups, so everything is fine. 2-1 win. I'll happily take that. So there we are then. All 10 games have been played and FIFA have given us their predictions. Let's remind ourselves of those scorelines for game week 1. So we start off with Manchester City beating Burnley 2-1. Arsenal beat Nottingham Forest 3-2. West Ham beat Bournemouth also 3-2. Brighton beat Luton Town 1-0. Fulham beat Everton 2-1. Sheffield United grew with Crystal Palace 2-2. Newcastle beat Aston Villa 1-0. Spurs beat Brentford 3-1. Liverpool beat Chelsea 2-1. Manchester United beat Wolves 2-1 as well. So that is it for episode 1 of FIFA Predicts. The Premier League starts tomorrow and I cannot wait. I'll be keeping an eye on all of the games and see all of the scores, and we can see just how close are they. So for the next episode, we'll see of course how well FIFA's predictions did, count up the points and do the predictions for game week 2. I'll see you next week. Thanks for watching and goodbye.